When our present Holy Father, Francis, the Bishop of Rome, was asked one day who his favorite theologian was, having come from an Italian immigrant family in the Argentine, he looked the questioner in the eye and with utter sincerity replied, "My favorite theologian? My grandmother." Theology is the sacred science that is God talk. It comes from the Greek, theologos, words about God, and theologians are supposed to tell us what God is about. When I was in the seminary, we of course studied all of the famous theologians, Thomas Aquinas, etc., etc. But my favorite theologian happened to be a regular housewife who happened to be syndicated in the newspapers. Her name was Irma Bombeck, and she was a very devout and practicing Catholic. And the first Mother's Day after I was ordained in 1973, the first Mother's Day in 1974, she published an essay about mothers. As far as I'm concerned, this is the most heartwarming, accurate, theological discussion of mothers that I can think of. And so for this Mother's Day, I'm going to ask the theologian Irma Bombeck to talk to us about mothers. Her essay was entitled, "When God Created Mothers." When the good Lord was creating mothers, he was into his sixth day of overtime when an angel appeared and said to him, "You're doing a lot of fiddling around on this one." And the Lord said, "Have you read the specs on this order? She has to be completely washable, but not plastic. Have at least 180 movable parts, all replaceable. Run on black coffee and leftovers. Have a lap that disappears when she stands up. A kiss that can cure anything from a broken leg to a disappointed love affair. And 6 pair of hands." And the angel shook her head slowly and said, "6 pair of hands? No way. It's not the hands that are causing me problems," said the Lord. "It's the 3 pair of eyes that mothers have to have." "That's on the standard model?" asked the angel. And the Lord nodded. "1 pair that sees through closed doors when she asks, 'What are you kids doing in there?' when she already knows. Another here in the back of her head that sees what she shouldn't, but what she has to know. And of course, the ones here in front that can look at a child when he goofs up and say, 'I understand, and I love you,' without so much as uttering a word." "Lord," said the angel, touching his sleeve gently, "go to bed, maybe tomorrow." "I can't," said the Lord. "I'm so close to creating something so close to myself. Already I have one who heals herself when she is sick, can feed a family of 6 on 1 pound of hamburger, and can get a 9-year-old to stand under a shower." The angel circled the model of a mother very slowly. "It's too soft," she sighed. "Ah, but she's tough," said the Lord excitedly. "You cannot imagine what this mother can do or endure." "Can it think?" said the angel. "Not only can it think, but it can reason and compromise," said the Creator. Finally, the angel bent over and ran her finger across the cheek. "There's a leak," she pronounced. "I told you were trying to push too much into this model." "It's not a leak," said the Lord. "It's a tear." "What's it for?" said the angel. "It's for joy, sadness, disappointment, pain, loneliness, and pride." "You are a genius," said the angel. And the Lord looked somber. "I didn't put it there," he said. Those tears on the cheeks of mothers were put there by us, their children, sometimes with pride and joy, sometimes with grief or pain or disappointment. On this Mother's Day, to our mothers, God's height of creation, to our mothers who are the greatest of all theologians, the ones who give us not just God talk, but God action, to our mothers who let us know that the divine is not just a notion or a construct, but the reality of unfleshed love. On this Mother's Day, to our mothers, we, your children, to you, our living and deceased, dedicate ourselves to you and what you've done for us. And so on this day, we dedicate you to the greatest of all mothers, Mary, the Mother of the Church, Mary, the Mother of Jesus, Mary, the Mother of God. We dedicate and consecrate you to her. O Mary, my mother, to thee do I flee. In all my afflictions, I hasten to thee. Thy heart is so gentle, so loving, so mild. Thou canst not reject me, thy suppliant child. O Mary, my mother, so loving, so mild, remember that Jesus bequeathed me thy child. In life let me ever thy child truly be, that death may but lead me to Jesus and thee. On this Mother's Day, to all of our mothers living and deceased, we, your grateful, your proud, your indebted children say, Mom, I love you.